7.5 is use properties of logarithms. The product property, so if we have log base b xy, that would expand to log base bx plus log base by. For the quotient property, if we have log base bx over y, that's going to equal log base bx minus log base by. For the power property, if we have log base bx to the y power, we can bring that power down to the front, so that would be y log base bx. And the change of base formula, if we have log base ca and we want to change the base from c to b, this would be log base b a over log base b c. So over here is condense, and this side is expand. So we can go either way. Okay, so in the first examples, we're going to use log equals 0.602 and log 12 is 1.079 to evaluate the logarithm. So for number 1, we have log 48. And we know that 48 is 4 times 12. So we can use the product property to break this up into log 4 plus log 12. And they tell us that log 4 is 0.602 and log 12 is 1.079. So when we add these, sorry, I didn't add them yet, hold on. We will get 1.681. So that would be our final answer. For number 2, we have log 64. So you don't have to use both numbers, but they just give you both. But we do have to change either 64 to something with 4 or something with 12 or like a mix of them. And 64 is 4 to the third power. So this would be log 4 to the third power. So we can use the power property, bring that 3 down. So this would be 3 log 4, which is, so now I'm replacing log 4 with 0.602. So this is going to be 1.806. For number 3, we have log 1 over 3. So again, we want to use 12 or 4. And 1/3 is 4 over 12. So we can use the quotient property. This would be log 4 minus log 12. And then plug in the numbers. So that would be 0.0602 minus 1.079. Which is negative 0.477. Okay, the next 3 problems we want to expand. So that means we originally start with this part, and we want to get it to this. So that means there's multiple logs in our answer. Okay, so 10x to the third means 10 times x to the third power. So I can break that up to log 10 plus log x to the third. So if it helps, you can like read out the problem, and anytime you say times, that would be a plus sign in the middle. So 10 times x to the third. So we have log 10 plus log x to the third. Since this is the common log, there's a 10 right here that we don't write. So that means we can cancel this out, and this would equal 1. And for log x to the third, we have the third power, so we can use the power property and bring that down to the front. So the final answer would be 1 plus 3 log x. Number 5, we have ln 4 times x squared times y. So we have ln 4 plus ln x squared plus ln y. And we can't simplify anything because ln is log base e and there's no e's in this problem, but we do have the squared for x squared, so we can bring that down to the front. So this would be ln 4 plus 2 ln x plus ln y. And number 6, so we have log base 3 of the square root of 9 times x. So since we don't really have radicals with any of the properties, they're all power and stuff, so I'm going to simplify rad 9x first. So this would be log base 3, rad 9 is 3, and this would be x to the 1/2. So rad 9x would equal 3 times x to the 1/2. So now to expand this, this would be log base 3 of 3 plus log base 3 of x to the 1/2. Since we have log base 3 of 3, they have the same base, so this would simplify to 1. And we can bring the power for the 1/2 down. So this would be 1/2 log base 3x. Okay, next we want to condense. So that means we have multiples, logs, or ln's, and we want to bring it as like 1. So usually you want to start with the powers and then multiply or divide depending on the sign. So since I have a number in the front, I have a 6 and a 4, I'm going to bring those up as the exponents. So this would be ln x to the 6th power plus ln y to the 4th power. And since it's a plus sign, that means multiply. So then I'm going to combine those into 1 ln. This will be x to the 6th power, y to the 4th power. Okay, number 8. So we have numbers in the front again. So this 5, this 7, this 4. I'm going to bring those up as the exponents. So this would be log base 4, 2 to the 5th, plus log base 4, x to the 7th, plus log base 4, y to the 4th. Oh, and they do have to have the same base for you to combine them. So if one of them was like log 5 or something, then you can't combine it with the other two. Okay, so we all, they all have a log base of 4, and it's all a plus sign, so that means we want to multiply everything. So this will be log base 4, 32, because 2 to the 5th power is 32, x to the 7th, y to the 4th. And you'll know you're done when you only have one log in your answer when you're condensing. Okay, number 9. We have 2 times log base 3, 20 minus log base 3, 4 plus 0.5 log base 3, 4. First, I'm going to distribute this 2. So this would be 2 log base 3, 20 minus 2 log base 3, 4 plus 0.5 log base 3, 4. And now all the numbers in the front I'm going to bring up as exponents. So we have log base 3, 20 squared minus log base 3, 4 squared minus log base 3, 4 to the 0.5. Okay, so now we kind of want to figure out what these numbers are. 20 squared is 400. 4 squared is 16. And 4 to the 0.5 power means 4 to the 1/2 power, which is 2, because it's the square root of 4. So now we can combine this and condense it. So we have log base 3. 400 minus log base 3 is 16, so that means we would be dividing. And then we have a plus log base 3, 2, so that means times 2. And then we would just want to simplify the numbers inside the parentheses. That'll be log base 3, 50. Okay, and then this last section is use the change of base formula to evaluate the logarithm. So on a calculator, the only buttons you have are log base 10, the common log, they'll just say log, or ln, which is log base e. So we can do that, or if you look at the base and the number and they have a common base, we can change the log to that so that we can just simplify right away. So we have log base 8 of 32. So log base, 8 and 32 have a common base of 2. So we can change this to, using the change of base formula, log base 2 of 32 over log base 2 of 8. 32 is 2 to the 5th power, and 8 is 2 to the 3rd power. So that means this part will cancel out, so we get 5 over 3. Number 11, we have log base 2 of 28. They don't have a common base that we can use, but we can just change it so that we can use the buttons on our calculator. So if we change it to base 10, this would be log 28 over log 2, which will be 4.807. And then for our number 12, we have log base 7 of 3 over 16. So 7 and 3 over 16 don't have a common base, so I'm just going to use the log button on my calculator. So I have log of 3 over 16 over log 7. And we can expand the numerator, so that'll be log 3 minus log 16 over log 7. And you can choose ln if you want as well. And we'll get negative